Click Connect special Friday Night Audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursdays.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
We're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
Yo, 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 what is up?
We're back.
Yeah, baby. Gonna get my my Rebecca Black on. Friday.
I love it.
I know. Even the new references are old at this point, but we're so old, Craig. I don't know what's going on, but I'll tell you, time's flying. I've been here at home all week. It went real quick, and it's got me all confused, and I got no idea what time it is, Craig.
It's time for one of your favorite things.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the first one is the endless shrimp at Red Lobster, and that did not put them into bankruptcy. It was bad real estate leases.
Right. And first of all, I little correction. I fell in love with all you can eat shrimp at Beefsteak Charlie's, where if I was old enough, I could have had also my choice of beer, wine, or sangria. Anyway, go on.
Useless YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And number 3, your other favorite restaurant, the home of the wet burrito, is brought back their brisket. So I know you're running out for that.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's time for an audit.
Hey everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality where we debase ourselves for your amusement, but don't amuse you at all. Hey, how are you doing there, Craig?
I'm trying to point at you, but I'm pointing at other things.
Yeah.
Your finger's not working.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, we got Craig Sullivan over there. I, of course, am Glenn Hausman. It's great to see you. Thanks for joining us as we kick off yet another weekend here on the 153rd go-round. This thing we call the Friday Night Audit. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. You know, it's been a good week. Feeling better. Tail end or over on the sinus infection. Got a couple of great new episodes for season 10 of Click Connect. It's been a hell of a good week.
Damn, that's really good. I love that. Yeah, I actually got a confirmation on a job today, which is always a nice way to end the week.
Wait a minute. There you go.
Unfortunately, the job was Glenn, take out the trash. But I did do that successfully. And what I really like on Fridays over here, Craig, is you're allowed to throw out anything. So every single week I'm trying to throw out, lots of different things that anything I could possibly grab from around the house, bundles of garbage, old coffee grounds. I put Helene out there on the curb this week. I thought they made me take the curb. They did not.
See, now I really thought you were going to say that you'd given her to medical research and they said, no, we can't take her till she's passed. But, and are you throwing out one-liners about her being a hurricane now?
No, I mean, I'm a little jealous. I am a little jealous. I've been secretly wishing that somebody would name a hurricane after me since I was a little kid, and now she goes ahead and takes it. So I'm a little sour, which is why I'm a little frustrated that I got so angry when I took out the trash.
Yeah, but if they name a hurricane Glenn, they're going to spell it wrong. So you're going to be mad about that. Okay.
Yeah, that's totally inevitable. All right, Craig, I'm thirsty, but we can't start drinking until we bring on our guest. Who do we got today?
We got producer Tom.
Yeah.
Everybody knew him from Hospitality MD. There he is.
Yeah.
Yes. I put on that former producer Tom because I knew that you'd call it out.
Absolutely. That's what you're known for. Come on.
Yeah, we also behind the scenes, we got Dr. Producer Suzanne, who, whenever she wants, she should just pop on and make comments and stuff like that. I'm afraid to touch any buttons and bring her in. I might get yelled at or have faces thrown in my direction, and I'm a little sensitive, and I don't think I can handle it.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious today?
Why should I start today?
Yeah, why would he
Please
be
don't
serious
bother.
today? Yeah.
I know. Hey, Tom, it is so great to see you. It's been way too long since you've been here, and you guys out there, you know Tom from doing the Hospitality MD show a while back, and he cut our open for us, which I absolutely love, our countdown timer. And
we need a new one, an update.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I honestly forgot about that thing, but I can see if I can throw something together for you guys. We'll get
yeah, that'd be
great.
That'd
I'll
be
send you
awesome.
the new logo.
yeah.
Uh,
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, but
Love
before
it.
we do anything else, we got to do this. Hey, Tom, it's cocktail time. Thanks for joining us as we celebrate the beginning of another weekend. You drinking anything tonight?
I am just drinking a LaCroix right now.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
What is it?
Well,
the black raspberry with the 2 Z's.
wow.
Uzis. Wow, that's like Glenn with 2 N's.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm not as festive as the 2 Z's over there. Hey, well, thanks for joining, and hey, happy holiday weekend, not a holiday weekend, happy regular weekend.
We're back to Blue Label because they need to pay us. Okay. You know, I should own 100% of the stock of that freaking company. So until you guys want to sponsor us, it's a Blue Label.
You really should. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The last time, Tom, I was over at Craig's house, like he had like a pallet of beer delivered to
In the
him.
refrigerator.
And yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't a pallet of the Flora hemp beverage that you guys were
Oh,
chugging
yeah.
down.
That was good. Yeah, no. We hey, you know, they want to be sponsors, be glad to switch over. No
We'll get
problem.
Adam back in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure. So, Tom, what have you been up to?
Oh yeah, so I actually left my role at Pendry Chicago, and now I'm at the Crown Plaza West Loop here in Chicago, and I'm doing a business travel account. So if you
Cool.
guys happen to have any need in Chicago, hit me up. I'm on LinkedIn, and if there's a recurring travel need, I will take care of you.
Wow,
Nice.
I feel like Tom, you had no idea that you're only allowed to do your plugs at the end. So I don't know what we're gonna do.
No,
I
I gotta
it's
get
pretty
kicked off.
crafty how you got that shit right in there. It's like you're not
Yes,
even
yes.
you're not
Slide
even
it right in. Slide it right in.
Dive right in. Dive right in. Yeah.
Quick.
How long have you been over there now, Tom?
I just about a month now. So I started actually on the 22nd of August.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
wonderful.
I hope you didn't tell anyone you were going to be on here tonight.
Well, I may have mentioned it, but I think we'll be just fine.
Okay, good.
We'll have to see if there's any comments from your coworkers.
Well, fortunately, they only had the stomach to watch the first 8 minutes, so they saw the plug and they were good. And
Yeah. Now that we're set, now that the plug's in, we can do anything we want.
Yeah.
Right? So
There you go. So
Hey, speaking
what
of
happened with
Dave just signed on backstage. Hey, welcome, Dave. He's smiling. What were you saying, Greg?
so Tom, what happened with Hospitality MD? I mean, that was my Wednesdays. I loved watching you guys.
yeah, that's it. That was a sinking ship. It just went all the way underwater. So it is official. Hospitality MD is in the grave. Our
Wow.
emails have expired, so the
Oh my
server is
God.
not even up anymore. And I had my Amazon account linked to that email, so Greg let it expire without letting me know that it was expiring.
Oh,
So if I ever
That's
have trouble with my
pretty screwed up.
Amazon, yeah, if I ever have trouble with my Amazon, then I'm gonna have to get a new account. No, but it's Hospitality MD is in the grave. I'm still looking at potentially jumping onto some kind of a producer thing in the free time because I love doing podcasting. It's
wow. We could probably use a real producer.
Oh yeah.
Not you, Suzanne. Not yours.
Yeah, good recovery, Glenn. Good recovery.
Appreciate it.
No, it's like, oh no, he's not going down that path. Oh, he did. Good
I
recovery.
don't know what else am I supposed to do. It's like it's written into our deals here that we're supposed to say, when you get a layup, you got no choice. It's our responsibility.
It's hard to get the ball rolling on something creative if it's like something that you're putting together from scratch. So what my thought process is, as soon as the business travel gets slow inside of the later months of the year, that'll give me plenty of time to start formulating what I'm up to next.
Yeah. You can just do what we normally do, is just go on and don't have a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how the PM shift started, honestly. Greg and I were just tired of shit, and we were like, you know what? We're just going to throw together a live show, and we did. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much fun. And I love that you guys were doing it later on in the evening, too, which is what I would have done back in the day when I was younger, if the internet existed in the way it does now.
It was so much fun for me. Okay, Glenn, you've been to my house. So I'm sitting at that bar height dining room table that I've got. I've got my tablet out in the Magic Keyboard, and I've got the show up on my big screen television. So I'm sitting there commenting and drinking and having fun and just, this is my second favorite night after Friday Night Audit.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. Well, that's really sad. We did really like that, Tom. I hope you bring some stuff.
Bring something back, please. You guys are missed.
Do no
really
vacancy recorded, and then it just compete with no vacancy live. I think that's what you need to do.
There we go. See, that's the thought process right there.
Hey, David, as long as you're here, Glenn, would you bring up that double still picture?
Double still?
The two people, one of them being David?
Maybe.
As opposed to one.
No,
moving?
that's the single. The other one.
I believe it's the next one.
Okay. So now go back to the first one.
All right.
What do producer David and former NFL quarterback Dan Orlovsky have in common? Now, he played in the NFL for 12 years, a couple of stints with the Bucs, a couple of stints with the Detroit Lions, one with the Indianapolis Colts, and I'm not sure what other team he was with. But do you know what they have in common, Glenn?
I can tell you one thing we don't have in common. I have never run out of the back of an end zone during a live play, not knowing it. I've never done that. Dan can say he has.
I don't know. Dave's never.
Why don't you go back to the two shot of Dan and David? There we go. You've got no idea, Glenn?
What, their beards?
No.
Haircuts?
We're both wearing a tie.
Suzanne?
Their ears.
I hadn't noticed that, but that's a possibility.
He's got massive ears that flare out. Mine sit regular. No. Terrible.
How about you, Tom? Any ideas?
You got me beat.
Is it what is sticking in your ear there, Dave, on that left side? Is that like a headpiece?
It's a headphone.
It's one of the earpiece.
It's one of the.
Oh! I thought it was like a fake headshot. Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
No, it's actually a bug. It's a worm climbing in there to eat his brain. No, these two gentlemen both enjoy a hot dog with melted cheese and ketchup.
Oh.
Who would have known?
You guys really should have known that one off the top of your head.
Melted cheese.
I am watching Get Up on ESPN at like 6 o'clock in the morning out here drinking coffee. And Dan Orlovsky comes out and says, I love hot dogs with cheese and ketchup. And I spit my coffee out all over the place. And I said, holy shit, that's coming on the audit.
But you also have to clean up. So now it's funny you mentioned that, Craig. It's a great segue into why I made sure to stop in today. Because I'm in the middle of a lot going on. But
you're downstairs in Glenn's house. What the hell are you doing there?
That's where I work. It's where I work when I work remote. I work from Long Island.
Oh, okay.
So what I had to come on and talk about was Chicago with Tom. And there was a sign somewhere in Chicago, I forget where, that mentioned hot dogs with ketchup and not being something that people liked. I was going to get one. Oh, I did get one just for you, Craig.
Oh, my God.
At Wrigley
Oh, my
Field.
God.
And I sent you a picture. I had to do it. But Tom, I spent 12 hours in Chicago about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago.
You did.
Clearly, he didn't reach out to you.
Well, so there was a
Live,
connection
we were
made.
connected. Thank you very much.
So Craig connected us, and Dave went on to ignore every single one of my recommendations
Yeah,
that I threw this
yeah.
way.
Whoa! That's because I didn't have the time to do it. Not that I was
It's Dave
ignoring
Passion.
it.
There are the excuses now.
I only had listen, we landed at 8:30 in the morning Chicago time. It took me whatever time it was to get into the city, which was another hour and change on the train or whatever it is, after you get to the airport and whatnot. So then we got there, we walked around for an hour, then we had to get the deep dish, then we had to get to the Cubs game. And then by the time we were done with that, it was time to go home. So
and he's walking around Chicago and New York pinstripes.
Yeah.
Is the deep dish like the Google?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old did you become traveling to Chicago?
The what?
Oh, we got the deep
said-
dish.
The deep dish.
Oh,
Like,
You got the deep dish.
Or the 405, the San Diego freeway, the 5 freeway.
so I did see the
freeway.
beach, which was fun to see and say I did it. I don't ever have to go back to that. We did walk along the lake, and then along the Chicago River up to the bridge that crosses over the Chicago River. We did the live from that.
Was this your first time coming into Chicago?
First time ever. Never had
a lot cleaner than you would think, right? It's actually pretty nice, right?
It was very clean. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I was in certainly the downtown main area.
True.
But
very touristy areas.
It was very nice. There was a lot of Yankee fans there because that's where all the hotels were. I did get my deep dish.
Did you get Limonati's or Giordano's?
I think you got Limonati's, right?
Limonati's, yeah.
Limonati's.
That was where everybody was kind of recommending me to go to.
Did you get the butter crust?
Yes. I mean, I think it
Nice.
comes with that, I think. But
Did you gain 10 pounds?
Buttercrust. Tom, Buttercrust is actually Dave's wife's nickname for him.
Oh,
the reviews are in. I thought it was fine. It was what I expected. I didn't expect it to be world shattering, but it was fine. I would have it again. I wouldn't go back to Chicago for it, but I would have it again. My wife, however, though, could not finish her first slice. She hated
What?
What?
wow. Look at that. You knocked Glenn right off the studio.
I know.
She got halfway through it, and
See, filling, I can understand.
Hi, Nikki.
She got halfway through it. Was like, I don't like this. I'm gonna finish this. I
Wow.
don't have any more. And then she got to the crust part. I was like, I cannot do this anymore. And,
Did she call it a quiche?
She did not call it a quiche, but we were talking about it the other day, and I mentioned that's what you call it, and she started laughing and said, "Yes, he's 100% right. It's a pizza flavored quiche." So she was.
Tom's going,
So
bullshit. No, it isn't.
Now, when you
She
got
was so
the
far out.
ketchup on the hot dog at Wrigley Field, did you watch as the stand worker spat in your hot dog, or was that behind?
No, you see, you're giving them way too much credit because they just give you a wrapped hot dog that they've already pre-wrapped and a couple ketchup packets on
Oh,
the side.
that's to prevent you from. Okay, that's
Yeah,
to prevent
but
you
they
from-
saw you in your Yankee pinstripes and they spit at it before they wrapped it up, David. Come on.
There was no. Let me tell you the truth. There were
What was
absolutely.
that? Bring that
I would
comment
say
back up.
There was about 50%. We'll get back to Nikki in a sec. There were 50% Yankee fans, 50% Cubs fans at this game.
Wow.
There was a lot of Yankees. Well, I flew there in the morning with several sets of Yankee fans wearing their gear.
Oh.
We all talked and laughed, and then I
What
flew
a fun
back.
thing to do.
And I flew back with several sets of Yankee fans that probably were
Same
there the
ones?
night before. No, I didn't see any of the same ones. But Annie did say she saw somebody that flew out with us. It wasn't a Yankee fan. It was a mother and daughter that she recognized going out, flying back with us. There was one gentleman on the plane who was extremely intoxicated. Lucky to get himself kicked off because he
On
was
a plane?
and he
You're
was
talking
funny.
third person
He was
right
not
now,
causing
or-
any problems, but he was having some vulgar language. But he eventually fell asleep, and then they had to kind of shove him awake when we got to Newark.
I love it. You're so tired. You realize the plane's emptying out. That's so beat up. And that's a Chicago flight. I get that on returning from Vegas. but from Chicago.
I go. Yeah.
he was at, so I will say, Tom, one very nice surprise we found, which we didn't know about or expect, was, and I forget the name, Stan's Donuts.
Yeah,
Is that a
love
place?
Stan's.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Stan's
is.
Donuts,
Nice.
and we got the crumble, their new crumble thing that's like a cinnamon muffin with.
I think they need a better name than Crumble Thing.
I don't know. I forget what it's called. I could look it up, but I don't want to.
That's
But it was
surprising. You don't
really,
want to.
really, really, really good. No, I don't do work for myself. I do it for you guys. I want to make you guys. I don't care about me.
True.
So now what Nikki said was, Craig, you took my word. SoCal states freeways with the in front of it, and NorCal says hella. Hella fine?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Total way to know where you're from. So they say hella 5?
Hello. Yeah.
What's the purpose behind that? What's the...
That's because they're going to spend most of their life on the 5 freeway. That's it. So they're saying
Okay,
hello.
bye, Glenn. But yeah, Tom, it was really fun. It was clean. It was nice. People were nice. It was the river walk was really nice. You're walking along the river. There's a lot of different bars and like taco stands and a lot of activities you can do right around there. Tom, I have a question for you though. We're walking along the river, and there was like kind of towards the bottom before it dumps into the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Dumps to the lake. Is there a body in that lake?
There's like a fountain, like a centennial fountain that just was shooting random water.
Okay, you got to move, David. This is weird.
And a tour boat was coming towards the thing, and it had to like do everything it could to stop. And it was like doing like circles to not come further down the river because the stupid thing was going off, and it would have got everybody wet. What was that?
I don't know what's going on there. I know exactly what you're talking about, but there is a fountain that just shoots right into the river. By the way, the river actually flows out away from the lake, so the flow is lake.
Well, whatever. The boat was going towards the lake. The fountain was shooting. They couldn't figure out how to stop. So they're just doing like sideways, back and forth in circles until it stopped shooting, and then they went along.
I think that's a bad boat driver. He should have just gone right into the water. It's summertime. Let all of the tourists get soaked and have a great memory. You know.
That sounds fun.
So as a Chicago resident, you have no idea what that thing is.
It's like a theme park and the log flume ride.
Yeah.
You don't know
it's
what that
Disney
thing is
World.
For? What is it for?
Exactly.
I don't. I think it's just a public art thing.
Oh, so they just shoot random water and okay, hey, whatever works.
Yeah, I think it's a public art thing. It might be a memorial, actually. I would have to look into it, but I think that's a memorial of some kind.
Nice, Dave. Make fun of it. It's super sacred. Look at you.
Yeah. You and Don Old.
Yeah. All right. So, anybody ever scratch yourself and you realize you take a scab off and then start bleeding profusely?
Not since I was 12.
That's what I've been dealing with here for the last 5 minutes. Over here. So I scratch. I've never had like an injury like this on air before. Once I stabbed myself, but that's a whole other story. But this time I just scratched myself and I'm like bleeding like crazy down my leg and trying to figure out how to stop it. So I just want everybody to know if I feel a little faint and suddenly pass out, that's the reason.
It's got to be that shirt.
Why don't you go get a
I'm losing nearly drops.
You want to get a Band-Aid?
Go put something on it, Glenn.
I know.
Throw a little tequila on it to sanitize it, and then put a Band-Aid on it.
That sounds real fun. I'm just trying to make sure it just doesn't,
He's just trying to bring attention to him.
Don't bleed out on air.
Yeah.
I don't.
So, Tom,
shot of Glenn bleeding out. You know what the ratings will be?
We'll go from 4 to 5.
Exactly. We need that one more point.
You guys might pull vote HMD out from the grave. We'll be like, back to number 1.
Now, Tom, do you
thanks, Nikki.
Liquid bandage, Glad. There we
go.
I
don't happen to have that. I do have my liquid courage, but I don't have liquid bandage.
There we go.
Tom, do you live in the city limits of Chicago, or are you like in Naperville and claim Chicago?
No, I'm in the city limits. I live like in the actual how would I describe it? Kind of like by the John Hancock building. So it's like the city proper.
I know exactly where that is.
See, and you could have seen him if you actually returned
the text. It's the one with the Batman ears on it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did see that building.
Yeah.
Didn't that used to be the Sears Tower?
No. Well, there's two with Batman ears. There's a Sears Tower, and then there's the Willis.
Yeah,
Tower, John Hancock Building.
The Willis Tower was the Sears Tower,
Yeah,
but it's
tower,
the
right.
Sears Tower, and the Willis people can go F themselves because it will.
And
always
they're
be-
changing it from Willis
Right.
to something else now. It's like the Black Rock something tower. So
Oh,
we really
good,
just don't
good.
know.
As they buy up America. Yeah.
we really just don't know what that tower is at that point. It's just there.
That's what they used to call the CBS building in New York City, Black Rock.
Yeah.
This giant.
That's
black
right.
building.
You know what else I did in Chicago? I took about a 15-minute
Fix the World Series.
through the Bally's Casino
Steal
that just got CJ Abrams cut from the Nationals. I toured that property right before he went there all night and got himself cut from his Major League Baseball team. You guys
The Bally's. You were at the Bally's casino, you said?
Yeah, so the Bally's right in the loop. And,
Yeah.
It was a very small casino, by the way.
No, that's
It's
just
a
a
temporary
temporary location. Because they're building the real Bally's and they've got it inside of like this leased space. That's actually pretty close to where I live. You were like maybe
Assuming they could actually get it built, Tom. There's a lot of financial issues going on there too.
I
But
thought
yeah,
I thought it was very, very small.
it
but
is.
either way,
'cause
that's
it's temporary.
well, it's temporary. That makes sense now. But like what, a week later, 2 weeks later, CJ Abrams from the Washington Nationals spent an all-nighter there before a game. So he played until about 8 a.m. and had to go play about 1 p.m. And
now
played
they're getting
terribly.
the actual building built. So now we're good to
So
go.
they-
Now we've got the money.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
So now all of the Chicago Cubs and White Sox opponents can go play at Bally's all night once they get it built up.
And
Okay,
that'll one day maybe be a sponsor for FNA. We'll get the Bally's sponsorship.
Yeah.
Love that idea. Hey, you get a percentage of that, Tom. You know what I like though is Glenn's been like 2 feet off the ground. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are winning, and he's feeling good about himself.
Honestly, I have no
Glenn is
idea
not
what's going on. I don't start paying attention to football until like it's actually fallout and stuff like that. So
Glenn, I take as a sports fan who will follow the sport, but does not really care enough to get actually excited about anything.
That's right.
Yesterday afternoon, I'm like, oh fuck, it's Thursday. Awesome. I'm gonna totally watch the game tonight. And then I woke up this
No,
morning.
you
and
didn't.
I totally forgot to watch the game.
It was not a well played game.
No, he got up and said Thursday. Oh, good. It's time for 3-minute Thursdays. That's what he did.
Yeah,
it wasn't the football. Wasn't the football.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah, I just put in football so I could make myself feel good and have a story.
Yeah, didn't
So
work.
Tom, when I was walking down past the lake, I did see the yacht club. Which boat was yours?
Like 50%
big
of
one.
them, just like 50% of them, just hop on one of them. It's probably mine.
Got it. So next time I'm out there, I'll make sure to mention your name so I can get a free ride or something.
Yeah.
There you go. Throw
That's
the
really
captain overboard, and then you can just pilot the boat out into the lake.
Yep.
I will say the Wrigley Field area was really, really cool. I liked it.
Wrigleyville is great.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was small, so it was really intimate.
Yeah.
I love that you can look over the balcony into the street and be kind of close to the street, but not like,
Yeah.
like Yankee Stadium, so you're 100 feet in the air. What was weird, though, is Wrigleyville, they had like the outdoor area, the games and the cornhole and the music and whatnot, but you need a ticket to get to that area. But there were people there throughout the entire game. So it's like they bought a ticket to not go into the stadium. It was a little bit weird.
Well, it depends on if it's sold out or not as well. I mean, last technical
separate
company
tickets
that
for Wrigleyville?
I worked for, we had 4 hotels in Wrigleyville, and I got to tell you, those things just cash flowed like there was no tomorrow. It was
Really?
great. Yeah.
Well, there was a
They were all little
beautiful
boutiques.
hotel.
I think the largest
Yeah.
one was like 80 keys. So
Right.
There's a place called the Zachary right across the street that looked
Yeah.
amazing. I didn't go
Yeah.
in, but the facade and the outside looked really,
Yeah.
really nice.
try dealing with the city for permits and everything for renovations. Tom can tell you that city's
Yeah.
tough.
It's tough.
It's right up there with New York and San Francisco. It really is. It's tough to get things done there.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true, Craig. And I think that a lot of those businesses that are right there in Wrigley are all owned by that same family. So
Yeah.
if you try to squeeze in, you're just probably not going to get.
It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Hey, good old Chicago values. I love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I will say it was nice that the red line was like right there, so you just hop off the red line. You can just.
Oh, I thought you said the Red Lion.
That's what I thought too. I said, "Wow, there's a red lion in Chicago. When the hell did that happen?"
You might see a red line on the red line.
They built it. They built it as part of the expansion of Wrigley Field.
Yeah. So, and that's what I love about Chicago is how accessible all of the public transit is, and if you're brave enough to step onto it and you don't think that you're going to get mugged, then you'll be just fine.
All right, hold on one second. Nikki is saying, "Hey, Suzanne, shut these guys up. We want to hear from you." Nikki, the problem is that she's doing 37 different jobs at once right now.
Yes.
So she's like
multitasking, Glenn.
Yeah,
Something
there's a
you
whole
and
lot
I
of
can't
stuff
do.
going on. Yeah, so she's just here to bring she's just here to bring some reason for people to watch, but she can't speak and do her other 37 tasks.
I can speak and do things at the same time, but you guys all seem very obsessed with your Chicago conversation, and I'm giving Dave his, moment before I kick him out, and then it's all good.
Nice.
Yeah, good luck with that. Very good luck with that. We wish you all the best. I'm gonna kick myself out about 10 more minutes.
I want everybody to know the tourniquet worked. The blood has stopped going, although I think they may lose the leg. Yeah,
wonderful.
But I'm going to go back to Nikki's comment before, because Nikki, great tip for those that are going to conferences. I feel like I need to put some liquid Band-Aid in my bag now to be walking around. Prevention, Glenn. You seem very lost.
Or liquid painkiller.
Are you back to covering the logo, Craig?
Yes. No, we're back to Blue Label till they start sponsoring the show. So.
But Glenn, we don't have to do that because in reality, we both wear sneakers at conferences, so it really just that.
I think I need a new pair of sneakers, so I've got.
I think he needs those Crocs with the flashlights in them. Soon.
Oh my God! Wait a second. Hold on one moment.
Yeah.
Glenn's shoes. They're right here. They're a size 2. I might even have a size 1 for it.
Listen, I have the tiniest feet in hospitality. It's kind of my thing.
Glenn,
can I see your shirt?
It's not about size.
My shirt?
Okay. It's not about size, Glenn.
That's tremendous.
Yeah.
For the resident cat guy, that's tremendous.
I know, right? I love it.
Well, he's not going to Springfield. You know that.
What, Springfield? No.
Yeah, Glenn's not going to Springfield.
Sorry, I thought you were making a Simpsons reference, and then I realized, current events.
Well, it still is. It still is.
Did you see that Hank Azaria made a?
I did.
Video as Keith Wiggum.
I feel like Craig sent that to us.
Was it you? Maybe it was you who sent it to us. It's very possible. Yeah. But I will say this, Craig. For all the 50 memes you send us an hour, I do watch every single one of them.
I'll comment on them.
I can't.
We love your comments, Glenn.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't had that much time in a day.
Yeah,
but I will.
But if you notice, it's in specific hours where I'm not doing a damn thing. Okay,
it's not like it's
10 o'clock at night or 7 a.m.
True, it is.
Do you only get memes or do you get videos? Because I get
everything.
Videos.
Everything.
Yeah, it's everything. Now, Suzanne and I swapped alligators, bears, and Crocs.
Snakes.
And every time there's a Croc
and snakes
pair of shoes, we always go, "Oh, Glenn needs these." And Glenn, there are so many bizarre pairs of Crocs out there.
Yeah,
you could rebuild your beautiful 2-story amazing house out here in California with just those Crocs.
Well, I'm having a situation. First of all, I'm very thankful that I do have my green pair of Crocs, thanks to Suzanne and John. But I'm about ready for and Craig. And I'm at that time of the cycle. It's been 15 months, and I need another pair of the tie-dye ones, but they don't make them anymore.
Oh no!
They shut the Croc store down by me, which is significant here in Florida. Because that's what everybody wears is Crocs. So it's
so they don't make the tie-dye ones anymore. So I'm a little nervous. I don't know what I'm about to do. So I go to the store because I've been looking online trying to find them, and I go to the store.
You can just make tie-dye Crocs?
I'm like, I'm like, do you have any of the tie-dye ones? And this woman pulls out something that looks like it's like supposed to be like marble. And she's like, this is the closest we got. I'm like, this is not even in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Of what I'm
Okay.
looking
So you
for.
buy these,
Right.
put them
Right.
into a bucket, and you tie dye them.
No, Glenn, have you seen those videos of those guys that are dumping stuff in a vat and it comes out with camouflage and tie dye and all of that? You find one of those guys, you get yourself a couple of pairs of those
Sponsored by
Crocs,
Nikki
take them
and
over
Todd.
there, they
Totally,
dump
Nikki.
them in the vat, and you're set.
Yeah.
And you come out with the Houseman line of Crocs, and that'll pay for your children's education.
Unfortunately, it's just a giant crock pot of bullshit.
Andrea's here.
So Glenn, whenever we do
Now, Craig,
actually-
did I tell you the snake story?
Which one?
Ooh, snake story.
Yeah.
I don't think I told you.
No.
Okay,
No, you
so first of all, I tried to rescue a third dog out of a kill shelter, and we succeeded, but not staying.
Well, listen, what are you looking to have more dogs than I have cats? I would stop. I would
Well,
stop.
I was going
We
to
were
say
good.
there's 3 dogs on the top of the screen. So which one of us got rescued?
So I walk
already have my
outside to
helmet
go
on,
bring all
so-
the dog supplies out to the car, and a black snake literally jumps out of the grass, wraps itself around my ankle, starts to climb up my leg.
Right.
I'm trying not to drop the glass bowls. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
No.
It
Yeah,
was
Florida
This
sounds
is-
wonderful.
Florida is just like Australia, except worse. You've got hillbillies, and if I've got a pool, I've got to go check it for snakes, crocodiles, and God knows what the hell else.
Oh, hold on.
I don't have
I am
Nikki,
never going to that snake
I
again.
just totally saw it. Nikki just sent me this
Oh,
text.
that's a good set.
Nice.
Yeah. Those
Nice,
look,
Nikki.
this is more rainbow than the
Yeah,
the one that I have, which is more Grateful Dead.
His rainbow
You know what,
tie-dye.
Glenn? You need some rainbows in your life. You should order those.
I
Glenn, I have a deal.
do.
Glenn, I have a deal for you.
Yeah.
Whenever we actually make it for you to come over,
Tom's going, what the fuck did I get into?
whenever you actually make it to Jersey, so you can take our tour of the Philadelphia casinos, which will happen in 3 years, we will make a detour stop to the Turnpike and go to the Jersey Gardens Crocs outlet store. They have like every Croc under the sun there, and you can find something you would like.
G-Storm 3000 is not going to Jersey.
No.
He's going through Jersey via me to go to Philadelphia.
At some point.
That's
At some
that's
point. I got to get, I'm
crazy.
supposedly, I'm supposedly going to that direction over there.
It's really not that bad, Nikki. It really isn't. I will take it. Hurricane and all, I'll still take it. It's okay.
Oh yeah,
No.
how are you?
No.
Are you
Yeah, how is that?
Are you in the bad area?
Well, Glenn tried to put his wife out on the curb. She came down to Florida instead. So
I know.
Is she in
Missed a
Florida?
lot. Right.
Helene
Hurricane
Good name. Ha ha.
did not
ha.
really impact us on the
Yeah.
East Coast. I mean, we had some residuals, lots of wind, lots of rain.
Oh, you're on
But
the East
typically,
Coast.
before it makes landfall, I'll get the rain and the wind before it hits that way because it's on the other side. So.
Oh, Nikki,
Well,
thank
and that's
you.
a good thing because Glenn lives for residuals.
Now she sent me the buy a tie-dye clog. That's more like it. Thank you, Nikki.
Show it. Show it.
All right, hold on.
Come on. One shot on Glenn.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wow, that's a horrible
With the
image.
green screen. Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
greened out.
Yeah.
It's all greened out.
See, one of these days, Glenn's going to finish off Studio B, and we'll get to see that on a regular basis.
Yeah,
It was looking really good when he started it.
I know, but then I kind of got
See,
Waylaid and
I would love to
delayed.
see
and-
Glenn dye his hair green so that when he steps on, he'll have this green kind
St.
of like.
Patrick's Day.
Holy
St.
All right.
Patrick's
Craig,
Day.
Craig.
Yes.
When St. Patrick's Day 2025. Let me see when that is. We need to go to
I think it's
Chicago,
March 17th.
Oh, yeah.
possibly.
It's a Monday.
But what day is that?
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to go to Chicago on St. Patrick's Day.
We fly in on Saturday.
We'll link up with Tom.
Yeah.
Glenn will dye his hair green, and we'll take a picture on the bridge over the Green River.
River.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Mhm.
I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
in.
And Glenn's
Yeah.
also going to wear a leprechaun costume.
Oh, I'll wear one.
You should have called me.
As long as Glenn wears the green morph suit, so he can.
Yeah, you
show
should have
up
called me
like-
earlier. I was actually thinking of wearing one of those things for Halloween this year, and then I could just stand here and just be a face for
Glenn,
Friday Night
besides you being in the leprechaun costume, you need to wear the green Crocs.
Yeah. All right.
You
Thanks, Nick.
have, or get another set of green Crocs with the toes coming out of the holes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is it.
And
This is it. That's the
There
one.
we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh,
Thanks,
man.
Jeff.
He's smiling. He's happy now.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, I am. Let's hope. I hope they
Thank
have
you, Nikki.
Nice.
Thank you.
oh, she's no longer Nikki Fox. She is now Nikipedia.
Wikipedia. Nice.
I may buy 2 or 3 pairs just so I can maybe get into the 2030s with these. I just, I like them.
You ever seen the show Monk?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That was with Tony Shalhoub. That was
Yeah,
great.
having
I believe
his
that
closet.
was on USA,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's another show, Psych, right after
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Go on. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say you're like the monk, like Monk, where he has the same suit in his closet, just same.
Rows and rows of them. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Monk movie that's out that came out like
No.
a year ago?
What?
No.
Yeah, it was
Really?
it was direct to streaming.
Yeah, of course.
I think I forget. I think it's on maybe Paramount. I'll double check.
Peacock.
Peacock. Yes, Peacock. You're right. They put it, and Annie is a massive fan of Monk. So the second that came out, we were watching it. It was pretty good. I definitely recommend it. It's a nice little nostalgia trip.
Cool.
And of course, as you know, Monk was always winning Emmys. There's some great jokes in Scrubs, TV show Scrubs, about how they could never beat
He put the logo over his face.
Monk.
That was not me.
That's my attempt to get him to go. He said 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Only
10
Suzanne.
minutes.
So you're saying that?
I'll get out of here. So anyway,
Oh,
basically-
ballsy move.
Oh, it's
Oh.
over. It's
Oh,
over.
the fight
It's
had a
over
fight.
now.
Yeah,
Here we
let's do the
go.
whole
Video
thing.
fight.
they made a
Whoa,
bunch
whoa,
of jokes
whoa.
about how Tony Shalhoub and Monk they could never beat him for an Emmy. Like it was just always Monk. So yeah, it's great show. So check it out. I'll text it to you, Glenn.
Yeah, please do. And
And the COVID like 15-minute thing they did during 2020 or 2021, they did something.
I think I sort of have vague recollections of that.
All right, I'll monk you up. Don't worry, because I have to be done with my monk.
That sounds painful, Glenn. You might want to be careful about that.
I got monked up once in college. I'm still recovering.
There you go. Hey, David, are you going to go meet Dan and have cheese dogs with ketchup?
Who's Dan?
Dan Orlovsky from the NFL.
Oh,
He's also a sportscaster.
No, probably not. I think he's busy having a great job. I
Okay,
will,
well,
if I ever do-
we'll
Wait,
hashtag.
I thought you were the GM
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
I didn't have a great job. I just said he has a great job as well.
Well,
But I would have to
don't
ask
worry.
him.
We'll post that on the Friday Night Audit Instagram page with a hashtag for Dan, and we'll try and get you guys out for cheese dogs with ketchup.
I'm sure I'm the one person he wants to talk to. Of course, I would have to ask him about what happened when he ran out of the back of the end zone. I've never forgotten that play. I thought it was the funniest play.
I had no idea that happens, but it sounds like he's the Wade Boggs of
It
football.
doesn't happen. That's the point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I've never
Hey,
seen it
you
happen
want to be
before.
nice. You want to have lunch with him, okay?
Yeah.
That'd be very nice. I could still ask him about it, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be glad to share, not share, but get a hot dog with ketchup and cheese with him. 100%. I'm all for it.
Ketchup, cheese, spit.
There you go.
I'm
There you go.
100% for it. I'm all on it.
Oh.
Next thing we know, David's going to be eating pizza
Outside, not
dogs.
cheese on the inside.
I do eat pizza burgers, so I'm not, I guess, too far off.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
thank
making
you.
that face, Glenn. There's no pizza burgers on Long Island. There's definitely pizza burgers in the diners on Long Island.
I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just facializing how they disgust me.
All right, let me ask you a question. Do you guys eat beef lasagna?
I prefer vegetable lasagna, but
Cheese lasagna.
Menino's has a beef lasagna, meat lasagna with beef in it. That's pretty darn.
There's very little different from a pizza burger to a beef lasagna. Other
Perception.
than the
Perception.
pasta to
No
bread.
bun in lasagna.
Okay, but
No
the pasta,
bun.
so it's still carbs. It's still
See, I'm
Thank
thinking,
you,
I'm thinking calzone. When you say that, I'm thinking calzone.
Yeah. Thank you,
It's
Tom.
literally
I
just a
agree.
hamburger. It's a cheeseburger with mozzarella cheese and marinara sauce. That's it.
Well,
It's
thanks.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Go
There was
get
this-
an In-N-Out burger.
when I was
David.
at University of
good food.
Maryland, there was this place that it's called Ratsy's that had awesome calzones and all sorts of different ones. And like for some reason here on Long Island, we just get like either like ricotta only or like pepperoni and cheese or something like that. We don't have like really cool effing ones. I think there's such a good opportunity for
Hey, somebody's using your picture, Glenn.
Right there, just like a meatball sub.
yeah.
It's a meatball sub in a different shape. That's exactly it. So if you
I don't eat meatball
subs,
subs either. I do eat chicken parm heroes though.
I do look a good chicken parm. Now, what do you guys call it on the island? Is it a hero? Is it a sub? Is it a wedge? Because what you guys don't know is in Westchester, it's a wedge. In the city, it's a hero. And in North Jersey, it's a sub.
Hero out here.
Hero on the island? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that Greek
very
food?
No, that's a euro.
Yeah. You know what that is? That's a taco. Okay, that's a taco.
Gentlemen and lady, I have to run.
David, what a pleasure.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
for tuning in, Dave.
You know what? I wouldn't miss your show for the world, Tom. I almost bailed because Suzanne was here, but because of you, I stayed.
Man.
She didn't.
Suzanne's gonna kick his ass when she sees him.
I know.
I literally cannot wait.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
you guys, we got to get you. We've got to film that.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh
maybe,
yeah.
That needs-
I got a film crew there. So
maybe we don't let them meet until the opening happy hour. We set up a ring, and then like bring them in and just let them go at it and see what
and
happens.
you know what? Alex, who was on the show a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
we'll have him be the ring announcer as Jack Nicholson or
See,
Yeah.
Tom, now you
Somebody
need
else.
to come.
See,
yeah.
As long as
Craig,
he doesn't say any trademark phrases about rumbling, we'll be all right.
Craig, you've just got to hire a TMZ reporters to follow Dave around as soon as he gets off his flight. And,
Okay, I have
and
to come back on. I'm sorry to cut you off. This you've not had this. You
Have you ever had the chicken parm pizza at Quality Italian in New York? No.
So
No.
good. It's on
No.
50 something right by the park. Quality Italian has good. It's great Italian.
That's pretty
food.
awesome that you both know that place.
It is quality.
Yeah.
The name holds
Yeah,
up.
I'm just kind of wondering about Andrea's choice of friends if she's hanging there with David.
Like I was actually
Yeah,
confused when you guys put that up. I'm like, what does Choice Hotels have to do with this?
She has
Here,
great taste
wait a minute.
in food and company. So the chicken parm pizza is essentially it's a big circular breaded chicken piece with
Right.
sauce and cheese on top, and they give you like a honey
Sounds
glaze to
yummy.
go with it. By the way, it is amazing. Craig, will you come out here next time we're going? You don't have an.
He's not coming out here because you're not getting another dog.
Glenn, you put your camera on twice too fast.
No.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fall out of my stool now. Made me dizzy, Glenn. Oh my
it was
God.
buffering. It was buffering. It was buffering. It was it.
No, it wasn't. Don't
Thank
give
you.
him an
Great to have
excuse,
you.
Tom.
Thanks for your help
Hey,
today.
see you in Phoenix. Yeah, we're going to be going to Phoenix 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm already like Tom. Like I love this event, and I love a couple of the other
Our
events.
favorite event of the year.
But they're so freaking hard because it's a lot of like being on all day for so many days in a row that I'm already freaking out about the whole thing.
No, there's no reason to.
I always
You and I have been at this conference for 100 years.
one day, Craig.
Okay.
This is my shtick. I always get anxious and nervous, and I don't believe that I'm ever going to be able to handle it. And then I click into the conference zone.
Okay, I will give you that because you're going to be on the main stage. You know, this is second,
Pump 'em
third
up.
time for you
Make
to
it
do
even
that.
worse now.
But you know what? Glenn and I have been going. That's where we met 100 years ago. Okay, and it is the best conference for hospitality. The educational component, the people, the approachability.
I would
the
argue
nice
that the
atmosphere.
California Lodging Investment Conference is great.
It's number two. It's close, but again, size doesn't matter. But it's always been the conference that I use. And when I was doing deals, I always came out of there with deals. Always had deals done. And because I had everybody in one location, we were doing a deal with GE at the time when they were a hotel lender. They were making their single largest loan to one borrower, and it was 90 assets. And it was over $100 million. And we had something blow up at the 11th hour. So I got everybody into a room, and I leaned against the doors. We're not letting anybody out. We're going to fucking figure this out and get it done. Yeah. And that's exactly what we did. I love being on panels at that conference. I love walking around, grabbing interviews. The educational component's great. The relaxed atmosphere is great. And the best friendships and brotherhoods that I've got all come out of there. It's Glenn, it's Bruce, it's various other people. And it's, I can't wait. And Glenn always hits it out of the fucking park. It's just amazing what he does on stage.
That would be great. I'm going to be shooting, I don't know, like 15, 20 videos as well over those 2 days.
I thought you were going to shoot blanks. So.
No, I have twins. What are you talking about?
Very good. Because you got twins, you got it twice.
One and done, baby.
Don't encourage us, Suzanne.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so to go back to what Andrew was saying, 110 degrees, 113 tomorrow in Arizona. We were really lucky, Craig, when we were there a couple of weeks ago in Tucson for my place. It wasn't nearly that hot. It was relatively balmy, 98 at the high for the most part. Really lovely after sunset,
Yeah. Right up until the point that Agent Orange flew into town.
All right. I think it's time for this. That's right. It's Plug-a-Palooza. But before we do that, I just realized, Suzanne, what happened to your background? What's going on over?
I don't know. All of a sudden,
Shut it
my
down.
was disconnected. I think that was when Dave was trying to screw around with me, and he mentally did something to my computer.
Oh, weird. Tom's frozen. Tom's like, is he sleeping? I
think Tom's asleep now.
That's what happens with the youngins when they come on our show. They can't handle it. They just freeze
Tom
asleep.
fell asleep.
All right. So, he's gone now. He totally dropped off.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Glad, where'd he go?
All right. Go stay at Tom's Hotel. Crown Plaza, something in Chicago.
Chicago.
See, that's why he did his plug at the beginning, because he knew there was a possibility.
He was going to drop off.
He just wanted to set it different for everybody.
Oh God, that's funny. Is he in the back at all? Or
I know,
he's coming back from crash.
Dave says, yeah, there you go. Suzanne, you're doing a lot. In fact, we know you're doing 37 different things right now. So you got anything for them?
No, I'm just labeling 120 bobbers to take Cub Scouts fishing tomorrow. Hopefully warp young minds learning how to fish. That's fun.
You're not taking Glenn and I, so you're not warping any minds.
Well,
I come pre-warped, Greg.
Yeah, listen, you boys are welcome to come to the Bagnera bed and breakfast. I do have snakes, alligators.
Not happening. Not happening.
And lots of Australia.
Nope.
But it's all good.
Not happening.
So just keep it busy. We've got some popcorn sales for Cub Scouts this weekend. So if anybody's jonesing for really expensive Cub Scouts popcorn,
I'll support you. Could you shoot me the link? That
I will be happy to. Thank you.
Send me the link as well, and we'll support you as well.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
There's nothing I like more than
cookies.
Yeah.
Hey, I brought you a bag when we were up in Orlando together.
I'm still recovering emotionally from the fact that I had hundreds of bags in my garage at one point. And
okay, here is something. Have you tried frozen popcorn?
No.
No.
Oh, that's John's sales pitch for this week, man. I'm telling you right now. Go microwave your popcorn,
Hey, there he is.
I
Put
feel
it
like
in
this
the
always
bag.
happens every time.
freeze it, and eat it. You will taste the butter and the salt unlike you would if it was hot, and the kernels don't get stuck in your teeth. Try it, and we are going to discuss next week. That's your homework.
I think we need to try that live on Friday Night Audit.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I booted again. I like that. Tom, what happened? That was very scary.
I
Yeah.
thought you
well,
fell asleep.
so my Google Chrome crashed, and I'm like, all right, so just reopen Google Chrome, right? So
Yeah.
I click Google Chrome to reopen it, and
Nope.
it just doesn't want to open at all.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can switch over to the phone then. And in the meantime, I restarted my computer, so it's booting back up now.
Wow.
Nice.
But I feel like this happened last time.
I don't know. I think
That's why I said, well, you
That was a
You did your
while
phone
ago,
early.
and Glenn and I don't remember yesterday, let alone a while ago.
yeah. The only thing I remember is how horrible I feel after every one of these shows every single week. Tom,
That's not true.
You
That's
love
not
no,
this.
it's not. This is like my favorite hour of the week for real.
Yeah,
Tom,
exactly.
yeah, Tom.
Now he just upset his other co-host because this
What do
is his favorite hour.
well, if he shows up for a show, I'll tell him about it. Tom, I'm kidding. He's got a crazy schedule. I've got a crazy schedule. I am as much at fault as anybody else. Tom, what are you plugging?
I'm plugging what I plugged earlier. So I'm a business travel sales manager at the Crown Plaza West Loop downtown Chicago. If you guys have recurring business needs in Chicago, just hit me up. My LinkedIn is public. Just Tom Groebe on LinkedIn. Shoot me a message, connect with me, and let's get a deal together. I'll set you guys up with a nice deal.
Nice. Love it.
Nice. Love it. Absolutely.
Hey,
Tom's
Craig.
a great guy. Great guy. Take care of you. He was great at the Pendre. He's taking care of people. It's absolutely a must if you're going to Chicago.
Thank you, Craig.
Craig, what do we got going on here?
Hey, guess what? We got Friday Night Audit Special Edition Monday, October 7th at 4 p.m. We may have 2 shows, but join us, be on the show, be part of the audience, have some fun with us. And then on Thursday the 10th, we've also doing our 3-Minute Thursdays, most likely from the lawn. So join us there. And we're going to be talking about recapping the lodging conference and a few other things. So be on the show, be in the audience, join us, have fun with us, and it'll be a great time. Then we've also got, just got our first 2 episodes of Click Connect Season 10 in the can. First episode comes out on Tuesday of next week. We've got Charles Oswald from Aperture Hotels. Great episode. Really proud of it.
Blowing up. He's been in business a year and a half and is crushing it. Recently brought up Patrick Short as president. Really amazing.
Yeah, it's great, and we're really glad to be. Producer Danny and I take the summer off, and then we come back, and this season's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of new things going on with it. And then March 5th and 6th, Glenn Hausman and producer Suzanne take the stage at the 8th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference. So join us. We got a new location. We are at the Westin in Long Beach. So you can fly into Long Beach, LAX, or John Wayne Airport.
This is going to be rough, man. I got to figure out what airport I'm going to go to here.
I would say go into Long Beach. I really would. If Delta
airline, I don't think Delta goes to Long Beach.
If not, you know what? Depending on the time of day you come in, it could be an easy ride from LAX without any traffic. So,
I come in a day early. I've managed to turn a 1-day conference into a 4-day event.
4 days. Well, come stay at my house. We'll barbecue, drink, and then we'll drive.
I do. It's our tradition. I always come in a day extra early. I'll be on the 4th. Yeah. I'll be staying with Craig. We're gonna hang out. He's gonna talk a lot about how he's gonna barbecue. and then we're gonna order in a pizza, and
No,
then
we only did that once. We only had pizza once. Okay, bullshit. You know, so and it was a horrible fucking pizza. It really was.
oh,
You could fly Southwest, and then maybe
You
by
can build your
day,
points, Glenn.
You can
Yeah.
pick your
you
seat.
see now if Craig's conference was at the end of the year, I might do that, but in March, I'm still being bullied into trying to keep my platinum status. I can't not do that. So I'm gonna be dealing with that.
And then Tom may be joining us as well for Clickgate. So
Yeah,
he was there
well,
before, so hopefully he'll be there.
I've got you guys penciled in. I would love to be there.
Yeah, that'll be great. All right, next week I'm going to be hosting a town hall event with the good folks over at Red Roof for their annual conference at the Mohegan Sun. That should be a whole lot of fun. Greg mentioned earlier, I'll be on the main stage at the lodging conference, as well as shooting a whole lot of video content while we're there. Really looking forward to the lodging conference general session panel I'm doing, because we'll talk a little bit about industry issues, but we're really going to talk about leadership. What made that person that person? Who were they 20 years ago that they became that person that we see them as today? So I think that'll be a whole lot of fun to do. I'm also going to be at Hotel Spaces doing a keynote speech just before the hospitality show, where I will be attending. Make sure you register now. And then you're going to be at the hospitality show.
I can bring your popcorn. I can deliver it personally.
I'm not going.
Yeah, so you're missing out.
Well, why aren't you going?
I'm staying at the same hotel.
Yes, good, awesome. I'm glad you got a room over there, Craig. Why aren't you going? Because you've been known to go to an event or two if they're west of the Mississippi.
Yes, I have. It's it's
All right.
diminished returns.
Yeah.
If I really want that show to stay in Vegas, okay. I think it's a better opportunity for everybody to attend. And okay, I'm only a 30-minute flight, and if I need to get back, and I'm also in the middle of a lot of different things with not only the show but the conference and a consulting assignment that I've taken. So it's just like I just can't make it. So
that's too bad. I actually I think I will say go to the hospitalityshow.com. It's a great event.
It is a good show. Yeah.
If it can't be in Vegas, I think San Antonio is great. That city is
I like that idea a lot.
Is made for conferences, right?
Yeah.
I love that Riverwalk area, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of parties going on at all the different venues around there. So if you're not going to Vegas, it's kind of Vegas-y like setup because everything's within walking distance, and you don't really have to, you don't have to really worry about that much. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at my calendar over there. What else do I got going on? It doesn't really matter. All right, guys.
Birthday going on.
Yeah, my birthday's on a Monday this year, and I remember when I was young, I used to care about that stuff and be like, "Oh, your birthday." Now I'm actually relieved it's on a Monday. I'm like, that's great. I can go to dinner and go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night. But there's nothing better than being in your 20s and having a Friday or Saturday birthday. That was a whole lot of fun. All right, everybody. Do we have a show next week, Craig? I don't think we have a show on Friday, right?
No, we don't. Oh, wait a minute.
It's the 4th.
Let me check.
No, we have one the 4th. That's next Friday.
Yes, we do.
And so will Dina from Say Pineapple.
All right, great. Yeah. All right, Dina's on next week on here?
Yes, Dina's on next week. It's the following Friday we don't have because we're doing shows on Monday.
All right, so we got a show next Friday.
Dina from
the following Monday, then not the next Friday because we're going to be super brain dead. And Friday, thanks everyone for joining us here on the one and only Friday Night Audit. See you next week. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Tom.